Hi, I'm Cam Binney, the president of Mississauga Golf Country Club. I'm joined here today by Aldo Bartolini, our vice president, and Bob Turner, our finance chair. We are here today to talk to you about our two important strategic initiatives that are being presented to membership. One being the Bunker Project, the other being fitness and indoor golf. Earlier this year, we introduced a video series that has been extremely successful. We decided that this would be an important way to also communicate these important projects. You've already received some information through the surveys, and you'll receive a more detailed package later on. Back in the fall of 2015, a comprehensive package was put together and presentation by Michael McCloskey, our president at the time, about fitness. The compelling reasons for fitness have not changed. They remain the same. In spring of 2016, we decided to put a pause on that project as we were hiring our new COO, Jeff Germont. We asked Jeff at the time to take a thorough look at the project and come back to the board with recommendations on where do we go from there. Jeff noted the following. A fitness offering will assist the club by adding value to the Mississauga membership, helping to retain existing members and attract new members. The original proposal cost estimates came in higher than originally assumed. Building within the clubhouse would be considerably less costly. It will better utilize our existing infrastructure, staffing, and service. The Tudor Room location could be reconfigured to provide a fitness facility as well as a permanent location for the successful golf simulators that we added last winter. Project costs will be significantly lower than in the previous proposal. The board debated Jeff's recommendation and unanimously accepted the recommendation. The board then continued to plan and perform due diligence with a view to bringing the matter back to membership for a vote. That's where we are now. Now I'm going to ask Aldo to talk to you a little bit more about both of our key projects.
Thanks, Cam. The design of the fitness and golf simulator area has had many changes throughout the last number of months. The simulator area was an important amenity to incorporate into the design to allow members year-round access. The fitness area will house state-of-the-art strength and cardio equipment, as well as offer yoga and other similar classes in the studio. The proposed location is conveniently located to both the men's and ladies' locker room. On to the Bunker Project. A little bit of background here. Bunkers are one of the most identifiable features that define a golf course. Great impact on playability of the golf course, as well as look and feel. Current bunkers are a collection of multi-generations of tweaks and upgrades which are past their life expectancy. Absence of a liner in existing bunkers has introduced contaminants to the soil, including silt, clay, and stone. And all these have had negative impacts on the appearance, consistency, and playability of the bunkers. Management and the board have heard members and understand the importance prioritizing bringing new, consistent bunkers to our club's #1 asset, our golf course. Last fall, we built 4 trial bunkers. Green side left of number 6, number 18 fairway left side of number 7 by the green, and at our chipping facility to provide clean, consistent, well-draining bunkers that will help keep contaminants out of the sand and to extend the usefulness of the life of the bunker. Also, to build bunkers that can withstand typical summer storm events without dramatic washouts that require labor-intensive repairs and permanent sand contamination. John Smith, our golf course property manager, and Ralph Govan, chair of our Course and Grounds Committee, will be addressing the Bunker Project in further detail.
I'm Jonathan Smith, your golf course and property manager, and I'm here with Ralph Govan, the chair of our Course and Grounds Committee. We're standing on the 18th fairway, and we've chosen this location because it's a great spot to show some differences between an old bunker and a recently renovated bunker. Ralph, in your conversations with members, what's the number one complaint you hear about the golf course?
I think I'd like to start, John, with the fact that I'd like to state that the golf course, in my opinion, is a primary asset of the club, and the bunkers are a key component of that asset. The most we hear is really inconsistency of sand conditions throughout the course from one hole to the next, and obviously the goal of this is to create consistent sand conditions, playability throughout the course.
To see why we're experiencing some inconsistent conditions in the bunkers, let's hop into a fairway bunker here on 18 and look at a few things. We've dug down through the sand to illustrate the level of contamination that exists in our bunkers. Notice the different layers and the color difference from the clean sand and the sand that has been mixed with the underlying soil over many years. If we dig all the way down to the bottom, we can see how the bunkers have no barrier between the bunker floor and the sand. This creates a situation in big rainstorms where the sand washes down from the bunker faces and exposes the soil, which in turn now has an opportunity to mix with the sand, creating the dark brown appearance and causing irreversible contamination. This contamination will not only give a dirty appearance, but will slow the ability of the water to drain, creating bunkers of varying degrees of wetness.
So here we are in our new Turrell bunker on the left side of 18. John, what have we discovered about the test bunker, and how will it provide consistent playing conditions throughout the course?
To many people's surprise, the sand in the new bunker is the same sand that exists in all of the bunkers on the golf course. The difference being it's clean and free of contaminants. When we dig down through the sand, we can see the bunker has been lined with the Better Billy bunker system. The liner is constructed from small pea stones with a polymer that binds it together while still allowing water to drain. The system will not only extend the life of the sand by limiting contamination, but it will prevent washouts due to its superior ability to move water through the liner. The Pro Angle sand we are suggesting to use is one of the best sands available in North America and tests well with the Better Billy system. It will provide a nice combination of playability, resistance to fried egg lies, and ability to drain water. With the liner present and clean sand throughout the depth of the profile, conditions will be much more consistent around the property.
Thanks, John, and thanks everyone for watching. We hope this short video has been informative and will help you make the right decision for the future of the golf club at Mississauga.
Thanks, guys. Now over to Bob Turner, our finance chair, for the financial review of these two proposals.
I'm going to talk about two aspects of each project. One is the project scope and budget, and how we've come up with the allowance for contingencies and what risks are inherent in the projects. And secondly, I'm going to talk about the funding and financing, and then I'll wrap it up and summarize them. And then I'm going to talk about another change that will be addressed at the meeting to our year end. So looking at the fitness and simulator project first, the aggregate budget for this is $1.65 million. This has been determined by reference to a Class C estimate by a contractor that is familiar with the club, in fact, one that was involved with the successful pub operation. And further estimates by our architect. Looking at the bunker project, that project estimate is $1.7 million, and that is supported by a fixed price contract bid submitted through a competitive bid process. How are we going to pay for these projects? Well, they have a couple of very common elements. Firstly, we're going to borrow the funds to provide for the payments as they occur, and members are going to be subject to an increased capital levy over the anticipated useful life of these projects. In the case of the fitness and simulator project, it's estimated to be roughly $12 per month per member for all members over the age of 19. With respect to the bunker project, it's expected to be $20 per member per month for all golf members. So in summary, fitness and simulators will cost $1.65 million in aggregate, $12 per month per member of the club. All members over the age of 19 will have access to the facility. For the bunker project, it's $1.7 million, which will cost $20 per month for all those with golfing privileges. A few words about our contingency provisions for each of the projects. With respect to the Fitness and Golf Simulator Center, our estimates are Class C estimates. When we go to the bidding process, we expect the bids to be that they may be higher. But once we have the bids in hand, the big aspect of the project is that we will need to level the surface of some floors and dig some flooring out. We don't anticipate any real major construction issues with respect to these projects. With respect to the bunker project, we've provided a contingency to cover a couple of possibilities. First one is weather. Installation of this project, or this product, requires dry conditions. We're going to be doing this in the shoulder season. It's possible, therefore, that there may be rains which cause the project to be extended. We are taking steps with our contractor to mitigate any financial risk associated with any delay. Second risk is one that we need to provide some allowance for. In order to operate effectively, these bunkers require adequate drainage in the subsurface. We do not know the condition of our existing drainage systems, particularly in lower lying areas of our course. We expect that 4 or 5 of our bunkers may be affected by this, and we provided for the cost of repairing or restoring the drainage systems to meet the standards required for the billy bunkers. Earlier this morning, your Finance Committee reviewed with myself and senior management each of these projects, their overall costs, the budgets, in the case of the bunkers, the competitive bidding procedure and the competitive bids, and is satisfied that they do present a reasonable summary of the costs and anticipated levies to our members for these projects. They will be referred to the board later this month in advance of the meeting for final approval. I'd like now to turn to a slightly different matter. At the upcoming meeting, the members will be asked to vote in favor of a bylaw change to move the year end of the club from September 30th to March the 31st of each year. The main reason for making this change is to accommodate the budget planning cycle and our busy cycle. Right now, your course superintendent, John Smith, and your golf pro, Dennis Firth, and his senior managers are spending time on budgeting through the summer when we want their focus to be on golf. We're going to move our year end to March 31st, and that means that the annual budget or planning cycle will take place between January and March of each year. From a member's perspective, they won't notice anything other than the financial statements will be issued with a different date, and the AGMs will start occurring in the summer rather than just before Christmas. We encourage you to vote in favor of this change. I know that in such a brief video, we can only scratch the surface of information that may be necessary for you to make your decision. We will be preparing a more detailed list of frequently asked questions that will be distributed to everybody so that you will get further answers on issues that may be of particular interest to you. Please read them. We've also received some additional background when the survey was issued earlier last week. Now I'm going to turn it back to Cam. Thank you for your time. Please read all the material. Please vote.
So that's our presentation. What are the next steps? Well, a complete package will be mailed to you on the 27th of July. When we receive the survey results from Global Golf, our independent company that is doing them, those survey results will be sent out to you. There will be Q&A sessions scheduled to answer any questions you may have. In the meantime, please don't hesitate to send any one of us or Jeff Germont, our COO, any questions you have, and we'll be happy to answer them. And then you'll get to vote. You'll get to vote electronically, you can vote by proxy, or you can vote in person at our special meeting on August the 10th. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I encourage you to vote. If you don't vote, you won't be counted. It's just like a government election. You need to vote in order to be counted. So please get out and vote either by proxy, in person, or electronically. Thanks for watching.